Welcome to the Olympus Report, Demigods, Monsters, and Gods Alike. One of the strongest elements in the Riordanverse is its characters, whether they're main characters or side characters. And in fact, some of the side characters end up becoming even more popular. Here's my pick for the best 5 side characters from the Riordanverse. Number 5. Felix Philip. The Kane Chronicles had some really amazing characters, but unfortunately a lot of them didn't get a lot of page time. One of them being Felix. Felix doesn't play a huge part within the story, but I couldn't help laughing every time he showed up. His obsession with penguins is hilarious, and honestly, who doesn't love penguins? I like how he expanded the universe, showing us new forms of magic. Plus, him summoning an army of penguins in the final battle is simply iconic. I'd love to see more of him in the future. Plus, out of all the characters in the Kane Chronicles, he's the one that got referenced in the Trials of Apollo. Number 4. Ella. Ella was first introduced in The Son of Neptune and popped up a little bit more within the Heroes of Olympus and later on in the Trials of Apollo. But for how interesting of a character I think she is, she was not used enough. We had heard about harpies in Percy Jackson, but this is really the first time we met one. She really resonated with the audience. Ella captured the hearts of our characters and readers alike. She's funny, lovable, and smart. And I absolutely love her and Tyson together. A really good match. Both being creatures that break the mold, they don't fit in with their kind, and I think that's a really powerful story to tell. Number 3. The Stolls. I mean, do they really even need an introduction? If we actually look at the books, the Stolls are barely in it. But yet they have made such an impression on the fan base, and that's a testament to how well they are written. Like Ella, these pranksters have captured the hearts of readers. And they add depth to the world, showing us different types of characters. They flesh out the story, give it life. They're just so funny, and they make the stories more interesting, and personally, I would love a whole book just about these two on an adventure. Number 2. Beckendorf. Beckendorf, a character that had so much potential and could have been so much, but maybe he wouldn't have been as popular if he hadn't had died. Beckendorf makes quick appearances, but even from his brief moments, we can gather that he's a good person, being one of the few campers to accept Tyson when he came to camp. And just when we finally get to know him, he's gone. But Beckendorf enriched these stories. Characters like him make these stories more than just books. Plus, he's just really freaking cool, and I so wish he could have gotten to meet Leo. Number 1. Will Solace. What? Will isn't a side character. Well, he's not anymore, but if we're being honest, that's what he started at. He did not have a big role. He was mentioned once, maybe twice in Percy Jackson, and then he shows up at the beginning and the end of the Heroes of Olympus very briefly. But he shined so bright and made such an impact on the fans that Rick Riordan was forced to give him a bigger part. We see his character grow steadily throughout the Trials of Apollo, becoming more and more important until he's given his own book alongside with Nico. And he definitely deserved it. Will is such an interesting, complex character, even before he got his own book. I personally love all the Will content we're getting, and I hope that his role grows to be even bigger. Which small character made a big impact on you? Let me know down in the comments below. But until next time, I'm signing off. Please, as always, stay safe.